mind yet.
Oh, okay.
Recommendations are welcome. My Twitter is @MikeTheMiz.
Thanks.
And no, she will not be named Mike Jr.
Micah.
My name is Brady. You are awesome, but you know that. But I'm a huge fan. I want to recommend Lily. I think it's a pretty name. Also,
Thank you.
you got it. So my question is, I read an article a few years ago written by Paul Heyman, and he listed you as a Paul Heyman guy. And I was surprised when I read it, but like also not surprised at all. So I was hoping you could speak on what influence or impact he had on your career. Also,
Huge impact.
Do you think I should trade Michael Thomas for Demaryius Thomas and Duke Johnson?
No.
Thank you. I don't think
I always take the better player. Always take the better player rather than taking the depth, especially at this time when you're in the playoffs. Now, with Paul Heyman was so vital for my career. When I first got signed to WWE, I got sent to a developmental territory called Deep South Wrestling. And once a week, Paul Heyman would come down and have us cut promos for him and just basically educate us. And each week, he would just tell me, what I'm doing right, what I could do better. And he was the one that basically had me come up to Ohio Valley Wrestling from Deep South Wrestling so he could work with me even more. So when I first went to Deep South, I was a good guy. Believe it or not, people actually cheered for me, and we would sell out the arena, and I was the first ever Deep South heavyweight champion as a good guy, and people liked me. So they always tell you, if you can sell out the arenas at one territory, can you do it in others? So they wanted to take me to Ohio Valley Wrestling. So I went to Ohio Valley Wrestling, and I was a good guy. They didn't like me in Ohio Valley Wrestling at all. And so Paul was like, let's make you a bad guy. And so I cut this promo, and from then on, I was a bad guy, and Paul was just so on me about everything, teaching me the ins and outs. And people don't know this. Like, I feel like I was one of the first Paul Heyman guys. But yeah, in Ohio Valley Wrestling, I mean, in my developmental territory days, developing into The Miz, Paul was right there with me, honing in on that character and honing in on everything. He's an amazing brain in the WWE. I mean, we're very lucky to have him around.
Definitely. And a couple just got engaged during one of his promos last week.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not.
A couple got engaged in the middle of his promo with Brock Lesnar.
I must have missed that.
Oh, it was
something to watch?
It was something to watch.
Did he cut it into them, or was he celebratory?
A little bit.
A little bit?
A little bit.